G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm bringing you episode number 6 of the Manly Warringah Seagulls career mode on Rugby League Live 4. Now this series is taking a return, so smash thumbs up button if you're excited for the return of the series. And I just have to say a quick apology for not uploading this series. I'm in grade 11 at school at the moment. It's been a very busy time with exam block, which is where you only go to school during your tests. So I've been doing a lot of study recently, been trying to do well at school because I want to get a high OP, and OP is the grading system in Australia, although it's getting scrapped at the end of 2019. But anyway guys, let's get back into the series strongly. We have a game, start off the episode against the Sydney Roosters, who aren't doing well at the start of the season, just like us. We've played very poorly to start off the season, although we did win our last game, so hopefully we can gain some momentum from that. But looking at the ladder, the Rabbitohs 4-0, and they are the only undefeated team, with the Eels, then Raiders, Knights, Broncos, Cowboys, Sharks, then Bulldogs. We are sitting in 14th spot, which isn't good, having a record of 1-3. In the last episode, we beat the Bulldogs 12 points to 8, and also lost to the Cowboys 8 points to 6, which was a bit of a heartbreaking loss to take against the Cowboys. But before we jump into the gameplay, guys, I thought I'd have a quick talk to you about the NRL season so far in real life. Currently, I'm recording this episode on Easter Day, so happy Easter. If I do get this out on Easter Sunday, I'll try to edit it and put it up tonight. I'll try my best, guys, no promises though. But yeah, happy Easter, guys. But last night Manly played against the Raiders and absolutely pumped them 32-16. Great win for the boys. But the week before that, we took a fat L to the Rabbitohs, which I was absolutely pissed off at, with honestly one of the worst moments I reckon Manly's had in the club history, and that's a big thing considering our salary cap issues at the moment, which I'm not going to go on. Don't really want to talk about that. But yeah, we went from 54-0 winners, scoring 9 tries and not conceding a single point to Parramatta, to losing 34-6. We scored 1 try and conceded like 7. It was absolutely stupid. Very disappointed then. And also, like I said, in round 2 we won 54-0 over the Parramatta Eels. A very proud moment to be a Manly fan. Absolutely dominating performance. And in round 1 we had a terrible loss to the Knights, 19-18. I say terrible loss, we played pretty well, but we just gave the Knights the win, as we had about 11 handling errors. So we pretty much gave the Knights all the field possession they needed to take home the W. So we pretty much gave up that game. But speaking of the real life performances, Tom Trbojevic last night against the Raiders, 4 try assists, 207 metres. He scored a try himself. He played like an absolute god, guys. I'm a Queenslander, and saying this, if he doesn't make the Origin team, Brad Fittler has something wrong with him. And I know there's James Tedesco, but seriously, Tommy Trbojevic, he's played on the wing for Manly. He's not the greatest winger ever, but he's got to be used. He's also played very well in the centres. He played for Australia in the centres. So if you want to stick James Tedesco still in fullback, I would play Tommy Trbojevic in the centres. But to be honest, I'd probably put James Tedesco in the centres and put Tommy at fullback, because that's where Tommy truly shines. And my god, did he play beautifully last night. So did Jay Trbojevic. But in bad news for Manly, we took Curtis Sironen took an ACL injury. I'm not sure if it is an ACL injury yet. They're still doing scans on it, but it's believed that he could have an ACL tear, which is terrible for Ciro. He's been playing very well this season. And the same thing for Kalepi Tanganoa. He's, not gonna lie, I didn't know him coming into this season, but he's been playing really well. Apparently he's one of the strongest players at Manly, behind Marty Tapau. But yeah, guys, he's also suffered a knee injury pretty similar to Ciro, so they might have the same injury. Hoping it is good news though. But anyway, guys, getting straight into the gameplay now with the Roosters in round 5. Alright guys, jumping into the game now here at Allianz Stadium, taking on the Roosters. They are obviously a very good team. They're not as good as that team in real life, because this game is from last year, but they still have a very strong team. Looking at our team now, it's pretty much the same, although Marty Tapau, who else is out? Brian Kelly, and also, I can't remember the last one. Curtis Sironen is also out. They're all out due to suspension, which I reckon is a bit harsh. They give high tackles a lot of damage in this game, out for suspension pretty much every high tackle. But looking at the Roosters lineup here, they have a very nice team here. Dylan Nutt will be hard to handle, Cordnott will also be hard to handle, and Isaac Liu is actually very good on this game. I have found just playing some random matches to warm myself back up. I played against the Roosters and actually won the game just as a warm-up. But let's get straight into the game now, guys. And then Frankie Winterstein makes a good tackle there on Tayukiao. I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Sorry for butchering that. Oh, zero tackle. There's a charge down there. Give it to Jakey here. Jakey's been playing very well so far this season in real life. Takes a nice hit up there, though, driven back. Going to go this way here. Dylan Walker looks like he's going to run a nice line here. And he steps through. No, he can't step through the line. Good defense here from the Roosters so far. Going to give it here to Adam Fanua-Blake, who's been playing very, very well in real life. And he makes the gap. Breaks through the gap and then barges over. Who is that? Gordon, I think, in this game is the fullback for them. This is third tackle now here. We're going to give it to Brenton Lawrence. Brenton charges through a gap as well. He's a very quick front wall, but he can't find the try line. We're going to find it to Blake Green here. Hopefully he can make a nice play here. To Frank Winterstein. Frank Winterstein through the gap. Offloads it. Dylan Walker offloads it again to Aquila, but Aquila is tackled there. Alright, let's give it here to a playmaker. Blake Green here. Grab a kick across. That was not very good. Jake's going to grab a kick through across as well, but not very good to finish the set there as we're tackled, but we have the Roosters stuck in that 10. Hopefully we can keep them in their half in this defensive set. D up, boys. Let's go. Coruscant gets some kick pressure off, though. Doesn't get kick pressure off, but it gives it down to Aquila Uarte, the big man. Oh, Aquila the Thriller charges over. Who is that? Michael Jennings. He charged over, I think so. We're going to take a scoot now with Dylan Walker. They got no one home, and Dylan Walker, a very, very quick player, breaks through. Oh, but then meets the shoulder of Dylan Napa, the big hitman for the Roosters in real life as well. Lawrence makes a big run there. Get square from Marco or don't. George Tafua, who's a brilliant player in real life, who missed most of the season last year due to injury, sadly, and has now broken his collarbone and will be out for another 2 or so months, sadly, which is a big shame because George Tafua is an absolute great player who's just riddled with injuries. It's a real shame. And Tom Wright, I believe, or Matt Wright, I think it's Tom Wright who's replacing him there as Aquila. Another run. Oh, Aquila! Aquila! Oh, brilliant running from Aquila here at the moment on that winger. Oh, as he's making a big break here, although intercept there from Brenton Lawrence, and he charges through the line. That's a good intercept there. Not 7 tackle set, however, which I would have preferred, but hey, I would definitely take that for sure. Brenton Lawrence now, let's take a charge, big mate. Go on, Brenton. Brenton barges through. Oh, and he bashes off the other. Good run there. As we see, Tommy Trbojevic. Can Tommy Trbojevic break through the line here? Tommy steps through, run Turbo, and Turbo under the post scores a magnificent try, I should say, for us. Good start to the game from us there. Brenton Lawrence gets to intercept there, sets up a nice set for us, and then Tommy Trbojevic off the back of a big hit up there from, I can't remember who it was, but Tommy Trbojevic makes a nice run. No one back home for the Roosters after the fullback had to make the tackle. Brilliant try there from Tommy Turbo, causing as many issues for the Roosters here as he is causing in real life, as Dylan Walker slots that over to make it 6-0 to the boys. But that's going to be half time, guys, for us. We take a 6-0 lead going into the sheds. Hopefully we can turn that lead into a bigger lead and win the game at full time. And he barges through one. Go on, Jakey. He scored a try last night against the Raiders from a try assist from his brother. Alright, we're going to give it here to Sean Lane, the big man. Can he barge through? He barges through. This is a brilliant set so far from the boys. Cherry Evans now. Let's give it to Cherry. Grab a kick through the line. Not the best play. Probably shouldn't have done that. It was only 4th tackle. Hey, I was feeling a bit cheeky. As the boys run off, we're going to take a scoot here with Appy. And Appy breaks through the line. Go on, Appy. Brilliant run there from Appy Coruscant, doing what he does in real life here. Now Jackson Hastings comes onto the field and makes a step and breaks through the line. Jackson Hastings. High tackle there. Oh, I thought they were calling a forward pass. I was like, there's no way that's a forward pass. We're going to kick for touch here and get some good field position here. Daly Cherry Evans boots it into touch there. As I kick it red, though, it's going to go straight into touch, only gaining about 10 meters, although we will take. We're going to take another run, though, here from Appy Coruscant. Can he step through the line? He steps one and gets his nose through the line. Jackson Hastings in the centers at the moment. He's going to go through. Can he break through? No, he can't. All right, Frank Winterstein. Big charge, mate. You're back on the field. Big charge. Big charge. Frank Winterstein with the big charge. Nearly finds the try line there. Can't quite get through. We're going to give it here to DCE. DCE's going to try step through the line, and he does, and DCE, the captain, scores right next to the post for us. A very, very nice play there from Cherry Evans, takes a run, runs it up to the line, steps to the Napa, and straight through to the try line. Great try there from Cherry Evans, and another easy kick here for Dylan Walker to make it 12 points to 0 to the boys. Blake Green, big kick, that's a nice kick. Hopefully it doesn't go dead, because that is going to be a brilliant kick there from the boys. Once again, good kicking on the display, although I can't say the same about the defense about it. Go on, Dylan Walker, chase him down. Double tap triangle, and Dylan Walker, what an absolute defensive play there from him. Everyone is offside pretty much, although we get back to the try line there. Gonna have to be a big defensive effort here from the boys to hold up the Roosters here. Daniel Tupou, hand towards the sticks, although we put him on his back. That's definitely a no try. Is they going to call held up? Yes, they do call held up. I know in this game sometimes they go to the video referee, but that straight away called held up. Good call there from the referee. Corner takes a hit up. That's going to be fourth tackle now for the Roosters. We're doing well here on our line. Our first rule, that's the full-time siren, and we hold up the Roosters. Yes, we do. Great defensive play there from the boys to finish off that game as we get a 12-0 win, I should say, over the Roosters there to get 2 wins on the trot now, which is a good run of play there to get 2 wins on the trot, although we are still 2-3 to start off the season. Hopefully we're going to be able to creep into the top 8 though in our next game. Alright guys, taking a look at the ladder now, I should say, after the win against the Roosters, that puts us up into 10th place and puts the Roosters down into 13th place. Looking at the ladder now, after round 5, the Rabbitohs indeed took an L and dropped to 2nd, as the Parramatta Eels took another win and popped up into 1st, I should say. Knights are still doing well, they're 4-1, just like the 2 teams above them, and the rest of the teams are 3-2 until the Sharks that are 8th place 2-3, and then the teams that are not doing well include the Dragons and Panthers that are only 1-4, and our next game is against the Dragons, so hopefully we can take that W. Alright guys, I do have to apologise. I did just play the Dragons game in the NRL for round 6 or round 5, I'm pretty sure it's round 6. But I do have some bad news. I played the game, it was such a fun game to play. We did end up taking the L in the game, but I lost the footage for the game somehow. I'm not sure, maybe it just didn't save properly or anything like that. But it's such a disappointment because that game was so fun to play. It went into Golden Point. We did end up taking the L, but it went into Golden Point. It was such an entertaining game and such a fun game to play. We ended up losing 16 points to 12 here. As you can see here, where is it? There we go. We lost 16 points to 12 here. We were up 12-0 through Jakey Trbojevic scoring a double. That's right, my favourite player scored a double. Oh my god, I was so happy. But anyway, the Dragons then responded in the last 15 minutes to score 2 tries in the last 15 minutes, which was pretty quick on this game. And then they scored in Golden Point through an intercept. I was very mad, but it was still a very fun game to record, and I'm very sorry that you guys did end up missing it. But anyway guys, if you still enjoyed today's episode with our win over the Roosters, this is what the ladder looks like now. By the way, we're sitting in 10th place with a record of 2-4. But if you guys did enjoy the episode still with the nice 12-0 win over the Roosters, please smash thumbs up, subscribe if you're new around here, check out the playlist of this career mode down in the description below so you don't miss any episodes, and subscribe if you're new around here like I did say. But anyway guys, I am out. Peace.